Dave, we're in the middle of a pretty relentless schedule right now, but with the league leaders, that must have given everyone a real boost coming into training today.
Yeah, you'd hope it would. We are in a busy period after what's been a bit of a downtime, which you don't expect over Christmas. But as you say, we're league leaders. We're in a good run, and it doesn't allow for an awful lot of work on the training pitch. It is about playing and recovering and hopefully repeating, and hopefully that'll be the case at the weekend.
Just going back to Tuesday for a minute, you weren't too happy with that slow start in the first half. What do you put that down to, or is it something that can just happen when expectation builds following consecutive wins?
Yeah, of course expectations got to build, but we have to deal with that. Like I say, and at times in games, and we've been, I suppose, not fortunate. Things have gone in our way in the fact that we've really started on the front foot and tried to steamroll the teams. That's not going to happen all the time. The biggest frustration for me was not the fact that it didn't happen, was more the fact that we didn't start with the intent we'd started as previously, and that's something that, like I say, we have control of. I thought, like I say, we went about it the wrong way, and there were things that, again, we'll go through over the coming days that in future hopefully will help us and we'll learn from. We're in a great position to be able to, I suppose, have the luxury of being able to take lessons from a 3-0 win and take lessons from winning the amount of games we have on the spin and sitting top of the league.
Second half was, of course, much better. Ollie Crankshaw came off the bench, John Rooney came on and grabbed the goal. What have you made of those guys in recent weeks? The players that aren't starting as often as they'd like, but still working hard and contributing.
Listen, it's been tough, and I've had conversations with more than a few of them, but they understand where we're at. Listen, the lads who've been in have been playing well, and football has moved on a bit and does become a squad game. We've got a really strong group here, and know that, depending on what the game is, depending on whether or how the game's going at specific periods, that we can make changes that can have an impact. What you've got to do when you're essentially not starting is keep working hard, keep doing the right things, and when your opportunities come, try and take them as best as you can. As I said right away when I came in, we have a squad that's full of quality. We have players at the moment that aren't getting in the 16, never mind the starting 11, and that unfortunately comes with the territory of a team, a club that wants to progress and are able to carry good players. But so everyone will play their part over the course of the next 3 or 4 months, and hopefully the part they play is enough to take us to where we want to be.
You've done really well in the last 2 games to find another way to play without Scott Quigley in the team. What's the latest on Scott, and are we likely to see him feature this weekend?
Hopefully, like I say, he's been on the grass on Tuesday and yesterday, and this morning's joined back in with the session. So, providing there are no sort of ill effects from that and we have no reaction, then he becomes an option for us. Like I say, we have to be flexible and we have to be adaptable. We've managed to do that in the last couple of games, which has been really pleasing. But obviously, position for myself as a manager is I want every player fit and available. It then becomes difficult decisions for us, but they're good decisions to have.
I mentioned it earlier, we're top of the league, and the aim now is to stay up there and try and open up a gap. How different is the pressure when you're leading compared to when you're chasing?
It depends what you make it. Like I say, we're top of the league in January, which counts for nothing, fortunately, unfortunately. Most importantly, we're on a good run and we've got to make sure that we keep putting wins together. The other things will take care of itself. Listen, teams with games in hand, teams that are playing other teams that don't affect us, makes no difference. We can only concentrate on us. We will have an opinion on a certain points requirement that could potentially either win you the league or get you promoted or get you in the playoffs in this division. If we stick to that and aim for that, and that's not good enough, then we'll have done what we can do. So the next game is the most important one. Backing up the previous wins we've had is massively important, and those wins don't count for nothing, but ultimately are quickly forgotten about, and you've got to make sure the next ones are the biggest one. So we'll try and do everything we can to go to Barnet and win on Saturday, and hopefully tick another one off.
Looking ahead to Saturday, there's been plenty of change at Barnet over the last few years. The last 3 times you've faced them, there's been a different manager in charge, another one this time round too, and they seem to have found a bit more stability and identity under Dean Brennan. What do we need to be cautious of though going into this one?
we need to be cautious as we had to be on Tuesday, in terms of anyone could beat anybody in this division. There are inconsistencies. I've said right when I came in, it's not normally, or sometimes it's not the best team that go, but it's the most consistent team. We found a consistency amongst our performances, if you like, and we have to keep that going. We can't control what Barnet do. We're going to have to expect that we get the best version of Barnet on the day. But I'm confident if we get the best version of us, then we'll be difficult to beat. From our side of it, it's about raising the bar. It's about being, like I say, a better version of us every single day. In games especially, Saturday's the next opportunity to do that. I think from Tuesday there are things that we absolutely can do better. But as I said before, it's great to be able to have little bits of frustration and have little bits of disappointment when you're picking up 3-0 wins, and hopefully that'll continue to be the case.
Thanks for your time, Dave. All the best.
Cheers, thank you.